Good day everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on ZXspectrum 48K, although this game was designed for the 16K. This one is called Speed Duel, published by Dk'Tronics in 1983. It's a racing game which also came out on the Commodore 64. You're playing this from like a chase oblique sort of view. You have one opponent and you must beat them to the end. We've got the different circuits there, A, B, C, D and E. Let's start on A. And class or opponent, well, let's pick one. No practice, so there's this is a bit weird. There's our opponent in yellow. Cool, this is a bit of a handful, this one. So this is literally my first go, seeing how the thing plays. Oh man. Okay, the car looks like one of those Formula 1 cars from the 50s, and I've crashed there. Oh my god, shield your eyes, everyone. Can we get round here? We're drifting wide, so any contact with the outside of the track, you're doomed, and this is going to take a bit of practice to get used to. Now, you see down the bottom there, amount of laps. We're on lap 0, speed is 30 miles an hour, that's pretty fast. We go, cars left free, there's a distance there ticking up as well. So you just need to beat your opponent over the single lap. It animates quite well, although the car's a little bit flickery. 1983, so it's a very early top-down game. I can see why people might hate this game. I'm quite liking it. It's such a handful to control, though. Let's try and keep it straight. Good. It feels like we're going uphill the whole time. It's a similar period where you would have been playing Checkered Flag. I think Checkered Flag is a bit better because I like the cockpit view, but this is a bit weird, this. I can tell it's not a particularly good game, but I like it. Wowzers. Right, come on. As I'm getting used to the controls a bit more. And I think I've won. I've won the race. I think track A is the shortest, and I think they get gradually longer. So on level 1 then, on my first go, I did beat my opponents. That's quite good. I'm just trying to think of other race games where you've got one other opponent. There's, on the Spectrum, there's Scout Electrics by Leisure Games, I think in 86. That's like a split screen thing, but it's very difficult to overtake on that one. Let's go for B and class of opponents 2. They're off. Past him again. Oops. I feel I can go a bit quicker here, but you have to be a bit careful on the corners. Oh, what? He bumped into the... Oh, that's not fair. Right, so your opponent, if they bash into you, you will lose a life, and I just lost 2 cheap lives there. Right, hang on, let's see if we can get past him. We're going quite slow, as you can see by my speedometer, but it feels like I'm going fast. Oh, yes. There's a few skills to implement. I would recommend tracking this one down. As I say, I'm quite liking the thing. Speed Duel, 16K. If you want a modern sort of like version of this, 4K Race Refueled, which was a homebrew by Paolo Ferraris, but the car doesn't move around as crazy as this on that one. I do like it's very unusual bends on this too. It's quite well programmed, this game. Always against the yellow car. It seems overtake. Got him on the inside. That's good. Oh, and now we've blown it by crashing to the side. And I think that's it. I'm doomed. I use all my cars up. Good name for a race game as well. Speed Duel. It's an early game, 1983, right in the sweet spot of classic games I generally like. Right, let's go for track C. Track C, class of opponent 1 again. I need to get my confidence back, but before the review's over, we'll try it on number 5 and see how quick this person is. So what's the quickest you can take this car up? I'm doing this at 20 miles an hour. It seems a lot quicker than that. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like the 1950s Formula 1 cars, I suppose. Like the Cooper Climax and the Lotus, Alfa Romeo, all that sort of like era. Sterling Moss sort of like era, I suppose. Right, come on. Oh man, the quicker you go, the crazier this thing is. Did the cars in the 50s handle like this as well? Probably. We go around with our square wheels. I'm getting a bit better as we go along here. So if you want a challenging racing game from the early 80s, then this is probably the one. You're only against one opponent and have to beat them over the course distance. Games like pole position later on, you have to keep overtaking a number of cars. It's like an arcadey thing. This is a true race. There's not more than one opponent though. Right, there's the distance there ticking up. I would have preferred a distance ticking down so you know how far you were to get to the end. It's good they got a number of lives though, so you know it's trying to force you to get good at the game and not go cavalier around super first. Lap 1. Right. Blue track. I don't know why they didn't do a black track, but it works quite well. And yellow either side. They could have gone for a black track with a white line down the middle and green both sides, but didn't. What's that half sign there? Halfway round the track. Yeah. As I say, ever so slightly flickery if you want to be a bit picky, but you know, you can let that off for the era. I don't know where we are in the world on this one. I think it's just a random place. There's like black pyramids in the distance. Are they black pyramids or black mountains? I don't know. We're going to pyramid territory. And it's good it warns you just beforehand the signs which way the track's going to go round. I'm driving around this quite gingerly, so if you play this a lot back in the day, you're probably going around a lot quicker than what I'm doing here. Maybe, or you might not be. I might be doing quite well. These reviews are not about expert gameplay, they're about how you would have found the game on your first or second go, and would there have been enough there for you to want to go back and play it again. And on this one, I think there would have been. It's just got that, you know, I'm in more control of the car now. It's just got that bit of addictiveness to it once I get used to the track. It's driving, and I'm always a sucker for driving games. And don't seem to be all over the place as much as before, though. I'm every now and again seem to lose control of the thing. Like there. Whoa. I'm well in the lead here. Go car go. Yes. What would be good? They haven't got it, of course. They couldn't have done it for the era. But 2 human players would have been nice versus each other. One bad bit, which happens in a lot of racing games, is if you bump into your opponent, you'll lose a life. So sometimes they could drive through you. I've won. In the first go, they bumped into me twice, didn't they, really? There we go. I'm the winner. Winner takes it all. Loser standing small. Something, something, something. Play again. You bet your bottom. It's a speed duel. Didn't have a sequel, this game. If you had this one back in the day, then let me know. Okay, so track D. I don't think we won't do all of them. We might do all of them. Right, track D. Let's go back to opponent 2. We get a problem for the last time, so I've left him for dead. Now, presumably, if I get a lead up, I can just then take it easy. Whoa! Oh, you wally! Who put that barrel there as well? Right. Doesn't tell you what distance your opponent is behind you. I don't think. Not like Stunt Car Racer. But you compare Stunt Car Racer to this, you wouldn't really think they're on the same system. But that's what Evolution does for you. Very lively game, this. Very lively game. I think one of the most liveliest ones I've played, which is completely different to this, come a lot later, Cockpit View, Toyota Celica GT Rally, I think its full name is. So have a look at that one that we did review, covered it in a live stream also. If you watch this far into the video, it might be that you like this kind of stuff, you crazy fool. So please consider subscribing if you haven't already. It does help, it picks up the numbers, and then of course then the channel's got a bigger success of being a success, reach a bigger audience, and then, well, who knows what might happen. Happy days are here again. It's all about beating stress, this channel as well. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which is just as well as we're in this white ghost car driving around a blue track. It might be water, it isn't water, it's a car, but if they'd done the graphics as a boat, you could convince yourself you are going over the water. Right, I'm winning, aren't I? I've got 3 cars left. Go, go, go. No championship mode, it's just this. One race, you versus the yellow car of destiny. Right. Okay, I think I've got the handling now. Not too many roadside obstacles. Occasional barrel, there it is. No trees or anything. Occasional road sign letting you know what direction to go to. There we go. Fly, fly, fly. Oh man. Yeah. Left. They're not overly sharp corners, are they? So we haven't got Monaco on this. We haven't got real life tracks. We've got just track A, B, C, D and E, wherever they might be. They could have changed that to places around the world to be a bit exotic. It does sound a bit formulaic doing A, B, C, D and E. They had like Silverstone, Hockenheim, all those. That would have been a bit exciting. But I don't think you need to buy a license to have those. Although they could have changed the name slightly, like Silverstone. Or, yeah, Hockenheim. Anyway, right, let's go round here. Well, we had to go round there. There's no other alternative. This car is zipping along. Right, laps 2 it says there. This is a much longer race. I'm feeling the pressure a little bit, but our opponent, well, it's impossible to know how far our opponent is. They might be half a lap behind. They might be right up our rear end bumper. If you are the person behind, then comment below. think the tracks are always yellow, no matter what track you pick from A to E. It would have been nice if it changed colour ever so slightly. That would have had a bit of extra variety, like yellow by the side, green by the side, white, cyan. Not red though. Big chunks of red can be a bit problematic on your eyes quite often. The ZXspectrum had a very bright colour palette, so you had to be careful what colours you used. Some combinations worked a lot better than others. In Cisco Heat, they used as a chase view racer. They used a red car on a green background, and that done my eyes no end of problems. But yes, there we go. But white on blue is quite safe. Quite safe. Oh man, I was doing so well then as I turn into an explosion. Opponent can't be too far behind me on this time round. Oh, come on. Good road holding there. No pit stops in this because there's no pits. Bib, 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 bib. I've won the race. You won. I won. Well done. Well, you can't say fairer than that. I think we need to race this on the top rating, don't we? To see what we're up against. What's the biggest challenge? N. Right. So accelerate, brake, left and right, and that's all you really need to use. No gears in this. Right, let's go to, if we're going to do number 5, let's go the easiest track. There you go. Opponent 5. So this is the Ayrton Senna, the Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton of it. Right, I got past him there, oops, and then lost control immediately. And now he's crashed into me, losing another life. Oh, and I can't get round. I can't do a tight enough corner. Oh, crazy. Let's just call this the practice go on 5. Oh, nincompoopin'. Well, I only made it about 452 metres, and I'm out of cars. Normally in a Grand Prix, if you crash your car and it blows up, that's pretty much you're done for. Back in the day, you had a chance of getting to your spare car in the pits. But let's just have one last go on the thing, on 5. Let's try and concentrate a bit more this time. Right, so our opponent's driven away. 80 miles an hour, that's pretty quick. Right, and I can see him. If we can keep him in view, let's just concentrate on not smashing the car in it. Right, okay. This is crazy. So this is the biggest challenge you can have. There he is again. See if we can get an overtake. That'd be quite good. He's flickering away. Don't want to crash into him because that'll mean I'll lose a life. Oh, going a bit wide there. So I have to take a few risks. Oh, past him. Right, we've done an overtake. So we've got past him at least once. Oh no. I'm confident if I practice this for a day or an afternoon or something, didn't end up in that death spiral loop, I'm quite confident I could win this game. What's happened there? Oh, because it was such a short lap. So it's probably best to do 5 and then E. Yeah. I mean, it's not the best game in the world, but I quite like the thing. I quite like the thing. Does that make me weird? Well, you do get games like that that sort of hit a sweet spot. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. I liked it, although I can see its frailties. That was Speed Duel on the ZXspectrum 48K, but designed for the 16K, so even more impressive. Published by Dk'Tronics in 1983. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. Always love reading your comments. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.